Part 1. Introduction and Interview. The examiner will ask you a question about the place you live in, your jobs, your studies or hobbies. Then the examiner will ask you 2 more questions on everyday themes. Now let's watch and listen to the first part of the speaking test.
Now I'd like to begin with a few questions. First one is, do you work or are you a student?
I'm a student.
And you are? And where are you a student?
I'm studying in St. Petersburg University.
And what are you studying?
I'm studying public relations.
It's an interesting field, is it?
Yeah, for me it's very interesting.
What are the subjects that you take in public relations?
I'm studying advertisement, politics, languages. That's it.
Okay. Is advertising the field you'd like to get into?
Yeah, I wanna to work in this sphere, and it's very interesting for me.
What are your ultimate goals in advertising? What would you like to achieve?
Pardon?
What would you like to achieve? What are your ultimate goals in advertising?
I'm so sorry, it's not quite clear for me.
When you work in the field of advertising, you have certain things that you do and certain things that you don't do. What are the ones that you would like to be involved in? What kinds of things would you like to be involved in?
I want to do advertisement on TV and maybe in politics, because some politics have their programs before the elections, and they need some specialists from public relations sphere. And I think that is such field of advertisement too.
Do you want to stay in Moscow or St. Petersburg, or do you want to go somewhere else?
I want to stay in Moscow, because I think that here a person have many possibilities to have succeed in some sphere he liked.
Okay, let's switch to the area of sports. Do you like sports?
Sometimes I go for skating with my friends, and I like it, but unfortunately I'm not good in skating, so I prefer to do it one time a month.
One time a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe rarely.
Rarely. Okay. Do you watch sports on television?
Sometimes I watch football, even when it's World Championship and Russian team. We can be proud for Russia, or maybe sometimes not, but you know, Russian team. So sometimes they have succeed, sometimes no, but I like to watch the games.
Okay, let me switch to a completely different question now. Do you like to give gifts to people, and if you do, why?
I like to give gifts to people because they enjoy it, and you know that everybody, almost everybody, like to take gifts, and even when it is some surprise for you, you know that it's very exciting, because you don't know what you will take, and when you open some box or something like this, you can find something interesting for you. Maybe you don't need it at all, but you like attention which which person have given to you.
Okay, thank you.
Common mistakes of students in Part 1. The student doesn't understand question. The student starts to answer without understanding question. Advice on how to do the first part. Check the understanding first. Don't panic. Don't worry if the examiner moves to the next question.